As Kendall and I talk about the stories we've shared this year, we keep coming back to one thing: how fragile and yet how powerful the concept of family really is. So many of our guests this year started with fractured pieces, yet somehow managed to create something whole. Wendy Kramer, for example, really set the bar high with her story. She didn't just navigate the world of donor conception for her son, she built a roadmap for thousands of families with the donor sibling registry. Her work proves that being honest about where we come from can heal some of the deepest wounds. But it's not just about healing, it's also about discovery. Melanie Blank brought that idea to life with her story. I mean, imagine being 8 years old, learning about genetics in school, and realizing you don't look like anyone in your family. And then, years later, finding a whole network of half siblings through DNA testing. Her journey has all the twists and turns of a mystery novel. Melanie also has this incredible ability to make the hard stuff feel approachable. She's not just advocating for donor conceived individuals, she's showing them that joy and connection are possible even when the answers aren't what you expect. And speaking of connections, Jennifer Schweinman's story really stuck with me. Her DNA discovery completely upended her sense of identity, but instead of letting it define her, she turned it into her life's work. As a genetic genealogist with DN Angels, she's helping others uncover their truths. It's inspiring to see someone take their pain and use it to guide others through theirs. Her story felt so personal because it mirrored so much of our experience. Family secrets can shake you to your core, but they also give you a chance to rebuild, this time with honesty and openness. And that's what this podcast is all about: taking those twists and finding meaning in them. And meaning can take so many forms, like Lauren Lowe, who turned her donor conception story into comedy gold. Her line about feeling like a Viking in a family of Italians, I lost it. But underneath the laughs, she's making some profound points about identity and belonging. We love that she's using humor to connect with people. Lauren's comedy is a reminder that healing doesn't have to be somber. It can be messy, loud, and yeah, even hilarious. And then there's Lori Holden, who brought such a different perspective with her focus on open adoption. She's living proof that honesty and transparency aren't just ideals, they're practices that can transform relationships. Not to mention her musical project pairing adoption stories with songs. That creative approach just shows how powerful storytelling can be in any medium. It's like Brian Stanton's work in theater. His plays aren't just performances, they're a lifeline for adoptees who need to feel seen. Brian's story showed us that art can be a bridge between pain and understanding. And speaking of bridges, we're excited about where we're heading in 2025. We've got some incredible guests lined up, people who are challenging everything we think we know about family and identity. And we're expanding the conversation to include perspectives we haven't explored yet, like donor conceived individuals from different cultural backgrounds and the unique challenges they face. Plus, we'll be bringing back some of our favorite guests for updates because their stories are still unfolding. If 2024 taught us anything, it's that these stories are never really finished. Families evolve, identities shift, and the twists just keep coming. So, whether you're navigating your own family twist or just curious about the journeys of others, please stick with us. We've got so much more. And if you've been inspired by the stories we've shared this year, don't forget to rate, review, and follow Family Twist. Your feedback fuels us, and your support helps us keep these conversations going. So here's to more twists, more truths, and more connection in 2025. Thanks for being part of our family, everyone, and see you next year.